Yeah, I've been waiting most of the week for this. Getting to see a bit more Mushoku Tensei, seeing Rudy come and, well, be the real saviour of the team. He needs... coming at the exact moment that Roxy really needed it. The monsters and insects almost right upon her. But what's exactly fueling them? What was causing them to rush in? We're going to learn how this labyrinth works, and also going to delve deeper. But after this impromptu reunion, how's it going to go down for them? They're going to have a little heart-to-heart. Where have you been? What have you been up to for all these years? We'll have to find out. So strap in, get yourself a drink. Let's begin. I forgot I needed to turn my headphones down. That was quite loud. Was this... okay, Roxy's journey through the labyrinth alone, marking out the routes that she's actually taken. Crossing out dead ends or double backs. Smart. Until there's a wall full of marks. So she's out back in. Well, that's probably true. We saw the danger she was in straight after all of this. Can't give up now. Not relinquish all hope in a dungeon like this. Might as well go out trying. Well, that went a bit downhill fast. I want to get out. I want to be a teacher. I want to have a normal life. I'm going to die. For that transition, pretty good. It shows the rollercoaster of emotions she went through just to be saved in the last minute by a face that I don't believe she would have ever thought of seeing right now. It's a very lightweight hat with that flutter down. How is this possible? Has she... look. Make the most of the situation. You got to power up on the Roxy reserves. Anything true, she probably would mind, but needs something to add to that shrine, even if it's just a few breaths of air. It's been a while. This is his worst nightmare right now. Blah, 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 blah. So, if this isn't just a bit and she doesn't actually remember him, imagine being saved and the first thing your saviour does is get a few deep whiffs of your, like, neck sweat. Yeah, true, I'm not dead right at the minute, but kind of hope I was. But if his master, if Roxy doesn't truly remember him, having... well, some of the mental issues that Rudy has gone through before, is this going to set him back in any respect? Or, since they're right in front of each other, they can converse about it. Oh, wait a minute. Or maybe it's just her saying that, he's grown to such an extent he's not even a patch on his former self. Oh. Yeah, really did go running off by himself, so is this them catching up? Oh no, this is just them after the fact. Yeah, you have to take her exhaustion, both physical and mental, into account. Well, pay her back for at least one of the times she saved him. I made him throw up. And a bit of surprise. Yeah, it's... Time is a funny thing. And she just called him cute from long ago. He does have a funny way of showing concern and shock, doesn't he? Yeah, they've gained one party member, had to come back that get some more stuff for the shrine. Actually, no, just making sure she's okay. Turning point for him, that one. I mean, definitely set their journey back a little, but now I sense a goddess. But now that they can redouble their efforts to go down to the labyrinth. I mean, aren't they overly familiar already? They spent quite some time together before. That's exactly what it sounds like. Even if the student is surpassing the master in respects. Yeah, it's now craning her neck to see. Really, just putting in a strong start now that they've met again. Is it because it'd be tougher for them to get back in after suffering an issue like that? Otherwise, yeah, the worries build up. You can't get back in. Yep. It is interesting, we had it before, and now back once more. Carbon monoxide, now trauma, being set as some sort of curse or poison. I'm sure she will flick through it diligently. Is she going to... Has he heard of the word, nonchalant? I don't think she'd be able to pay attention to the... pay attention to the book of him pacing around. Is he going to... He's going to... I mean, they'll get a better view of the book that way. And remember what he has back at home. It's not how she quite remembers him, the tiny little boy that she used to teach. Oh. The monsters are back in abundance. This time, though, actually having some backup. Seeing that they can be overcome, saying that she can be useful and actually take them down. That hopefully will cut through some extra PTSD that she may struggle with. He has to be careful. What is the internal structure and sturdiness of this place? From back when she was trying to just teach him a few bits of like water magic. Definitely come quite some distance. I mean, he would jump at the chance if he didn't have to get back. A 2 or 3 day adventure. Success. Just lend the back for a little bit longer. His joy of seeing Roxy again is clouding a little with what he has to actually get done. But as long as it doesn't take like a few extra months out of the time he has. So they're making it further and further like, each dive. But they're going to have animated armor. Water God style. Hey, you don't want his rocks coming back at him. Letting them know in advance. That's did a little more than just slow them. They actually stopped them in their tracks. That makes sense. Pay attention to the task at hand. That icicle saw. That was pretty nice. They'd made a good 1-2 backup team. Yeah, I don't think he saw him properly in his heyday. Trying to be a little modest as well. Are they content with going on small trips like this constantly? Yeah, remember what happened before. Don't want to lose any extra party members, which is unnecessary losses. Huh. We've seen what certain potions can do in other shows. Wonder if there's anything like that in this world. She seems so upbeat and chipper now that they're kind of out and gathering the essentials and equipment. I mean, if you found the almost perfect weapon and it can attack at some distance there. Funny it's just out on a street stall, but then again. No wonder she's kind of wanted to do her best to try and help Zenith. Oh, that's cool. Having a horn to drink from kind of thing, and a base plate to put it back in so you don't have to hold it constantly. He was a bit precocious as a child, learning so much, getting ahead. Good that they learned a lot from one another. Really come out on top. I think if they can actually get out of all this and get back in good time. Oh, they bought it, did they? Introducing like Sylvie and Roxy. Did they meet back when they were kids? I can't remember. Cut down the time by just strolling through because they're not going to attack. You know, just keep stacking those repels, get the Zubats away. On the ceiling, behind some walls, doesn't spawn in until you get close. Ah, multiple choice. What does the book say? Can he read the circle itself? Yeah, I was about to say, you might need to... not a girlfriend per se, but they do need to have a talk about this. There's someone else that might be a bit closer. That relief might be a little premature. And what of the last one? Well, are they going to split into two groups? Ah, yeah, we don't have Ghislaine to fall back on now. They will, yeah, allow him that. Is there a hidden teleporter? Because if it's just free out in the open, it's pretty simple. You know, keep trial and error. Check the walls. Might be a invisible wall blocking the view. Just keep rolling into it all. It'll reveal. Just a feeling he has. True, they've got an entire team they can rely on there. See if anyone is listening. Okay. Yeah, maybe in the middle of the labyrinth, and they still need to figure out the stratum and the teleporters. True, flags are being raised. And might hinder his ability to act in a moment. I wonder if this is a metaphor. Wait. Is he in this room? Is this like the ones that he came to get here quickly? Ah, in the floor. What kind of tools does he have in his disposal? Oh, just, okay. Check for hollow areas. Or loose tiles. Changes in material. That works as well. Well, look at that. All he needed is a change of perspective a little. Get him turned around. See the room from a different angle. That is a very neat square that he carved. They're going to chuck him down the stairs at this rate by the pats on the back. We're still missing one, though. She had her hand ready. Nothing like a ominous purple glow, though. Very little have seen that sigil, though, I'm guessing. I wonder how Sylphie would react if he brought home Roxy and like, look who I found. By the way, she seems a little infatuated. Wasn't Sylphie open to the fact before, or am I making up a scene in my head? I can't remember. But with everything that he has to protect back home, his wife, his sisters, his, well, new home, and his child on the way, I'm not sure about this distraction over in the labyrinth. Even if it is his adored master, one that he has had a shrine built for. But how time flies, really. Having characters that are kind of perpetual, like Roxy, not recognise him. Parents? Parents. The constant tension now, with Roxy seeing him in a new light. It's no longer the cute little child that she was helping teach long ago. Now it's a veritable powerhouse and a genius who has rescued them to no end, not only in her time of need against all of the monsters, but in just the books, research and knowledge and know-how of getting through the labyrinth. He has really shown himself to be quite reliable, which is quite good, I suppose. But knowing that Rudy has a lot riding on this, not only trying to get back home in time, but also, his parents are in danger Powell, yeah, however that I want to pronounce it, being a bundle of emotion at the minute, so proud of his son and wanting to look good in front of him, and when receiving a few compliments goes a little giddy. But also, yeah, his mother being in possible mortal peril, or if not worse. I guess, since the last sighting of her was 6 years ago, and disappeared with a other adventuring group, I guess, yeah, I wonder why they're not bothered in rushing in. What's another 2 or 3 days? But also, if the OP is anything for us to garner, yeah, they don't need to adhere to a strict time schedule. But I do like Powell's words of wisdom there. This isn't Earth, so okay, I can put my personal feelings on the matter aside and just go with what this world is. Like, what is common and logical for this world? Him carrying 2 swords. And of all people, for Powell to be the one saying that really doesn't surprise me, actually. How would his wife feel about hearing him saying to Rudy, what are you trying to put into his head? Remember how distraught and hurt she was when the whole stuff with... I can't remember the maid's name. Aisha's mother. When that stuff all went down. But it is kind of funny to have it juxtaposed, the labyrinth and its dangers and the monsters and them being teleported at random, willy-nilly around and constantly lost, with the matters of the heart and potential relationships that are on the horizon. Cool, we can ignore the potential danger that they're in right now, the imminent demise through various means, and be a little happy and jovial about things. Nothing ever goes wrong when you put worry and caution aside. I really am enjoying Mushoku Tensei, and knowing now that they've found this circle down, well, hopefully down to the next floor, next strata, and there only being, 3 episodes left of this season? I'm wondering, are they going to get down, find the mother, and have to fight through a whole lot of pain and, not try to get to her? Or is it going to be at the end of this season is when they finally arrive? Because I feel like there's still a lot to go through, a lot of build-up to be had. Well, that's just my feelings on the matter. Hopefully without too much more tension. Roxy may get a little distracted while adventuring if this continues on for too much longer. But as a story, a child being taught magic from a very young age, him getting a little infatuated and building a shrine, to now, years later, all of that teaching paid off dividends, having the teacher be the one to see him in a new light. Interesting. But, well, we need to make sure that tiny Roxy is protected. She's in good hands, I think. But I want to see more. So, if you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing. Join into my Discord if you don't want to miss any notifications. But definitely get some rest. Hopefully most of the danger is past, but I don't believe so. See you for the next one. I kind of want that horn and cup rest thing. I'll end up spilling it all. If you want to continue the adventure with me and my channel, consider joining onto my Patreon, because without all of your support, I would be wandering around solo for days, not knowing what the hell I was doing, which only makes a slight change from how it actually is. But I do need to thank Sal, Guado, Kite, Wolfie Sensei, and everyone else, because you've done so much for me, and you've made this journey a lot less lonely.